Some of the craziest stories that ever happened at a liquor store. For many, many years, I worked at a liquor store, and this is just one story out of so many. This man used to come in every single day, just like, the regulars at a liquor store. He would come in, buy his 40-ounce beer. He would complain about his health. He would tell me about how much he needed the surgery every single day. He would come in 2 or 3 times a day, and he would tell me the same old story every single time. He needed the surgery, he needed this operation, his insurance was gonna come through, he's finally gonna come through. 2, 3, 4 years later, it's the same old story, same old drink, same old man. I've seen this man 2, 3 times a day. I knew exactly what he looked like, I knew exactly who he is, I knew his story, I knew what he drove, I knew everything about him pretty much. One time, just a normal day at work, I was just working behind the cash register taking in orders, and all of a sudden I heard yelling, screaming, and commotion outside. So I said to myself, what's going on out there? After everybody left, everybody came out, I went outside myself and I looked at what's going on. There was a bunch of people on the side of the street. Across the street there was a bar. People are hollering, yelling, and screaming, and I didn't know what was going on. So I went there really, really fast to check out what was going on. I pushed my way through a bunch of people, and I came across this man who was laying on the floor that I recognized. And it was the same man that comes in every single day, 2 or 3 times a day. I knew exactly what he looked like. I knew exactly who he is, his name. Let's call him Jim. Jim was laying on the ground on the street. He was bleeding out of his head. He got hit by a car. He was having a seizure. He was foaming at the mouth. All these crazy things were going on, and I was looking at him and I said, man, what can I do? What can I say? This man, I swear, with my own two eyes, I saw him take his last breath. Like you've seen in the movies, like you've seen that. I'm sure you have. This was a very bad reenactment, but seizure, foaming at the mouth, dead. I'm like, oh my god, like this man, this poor man, he never got his surgery, he never fixed his back. Here he is, he's laying on the side of the street, dead. As far as I know, I didn't know if he had any family. I didn't know anything. All I know is that finally the ambulance came, they picked him up, and they took him away. I thought I saw him for the last time ever. And guess what happened next? The very next day, I went to work, and the same old routine, right? Behind the cash register, taking in orders, people coming in, buying their alcohol, buying their Smirnoff, buying their shots of New Amsterdam right behind me. And the door opens up, and here he comes in, just like another normal day. He comes in, he goes right to the same aisle, right through the same aisle, right through the same door. He grabs the same 40-ounce beer. He turns around, walks back, looks at me, and I'm standing there shocked looking at him like, what? What's going on here? This is absolutely freaking insane. I saw you die last night, man. This is just my thoughts. He's looking at me like, hey, are you gonna scan this stuff or what? And I'm still standing there shocked like, I saw you take your last breath, the whole I don't know what happened. I asked him, didn't you die last night? I thought I saw you die last night. And he looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, no. No, what the heck are you doing? What are you talking about? I'm like, didn't you get hit by a car? And he's like, no, not me, wrong guy. That was a very strange experience. Now, let me tell you, that was not a dream. I saw it. People around me saw it. Crowd saw it. We were talking about it the same night. We were talking about it the next day. But I had no idea that it was a different person. This man looked exactly like the guy. It was completely insane. Did my eyes fail me? I know it wasn't a dream. I keep asking myself that same question every now and then. Who was that man? Where did he come from? I mean, it was a small town. Like, everybody knew everybody. So if somebody dies, the whole town knew. Oh, Jim died. Oh, poor Jim. Oh, Billy died. Oh, yeah, Billy, the someone so. Nobody recognized who that man was very, very strange. If you like this story, I have a lot more. Like and subscribe. This is one story out of so many strange stories that happen at liquor stores. Noel's Market is the greatest liquor store in all of the high desert. Let me tell you, we're the greatest. Come see us soon. Like and subscribe. This is Andy from Noel's. Come get it, baby.